Yep. Okay. Wow, that was a
intense.
pretty
Yeah.
tense and
Yeah, very intense. Really good
intense.
episode.
With Boba Fett and Mina Wei.
I mean, the whole shootout scene, right? That was pretty intense. Like the troops kept coming,
Yeah.
one ship after another.
I think it was a decoy. I think. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean,
yeah,
and then the Dark Troopers
they were
came
hiding in
in.
the clouds.
The Dark Troopers finally confirmed. We were
Yeah.
wondering what those suits were, but yes, now we know they were Dark Troopers.
Yeah, Dark Troopers
They did a good job actually. The Dark Troopers.
captured the child.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why the episode title is called The Tragedy?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. The kid was kidnapped.
Kids captured, right?
Yeah.
And those Dark Troopers it's in the style of the expanded universe as well. So now they're bringing that into canon.
All right. So the Dark Troopers were introduced elsewhere.
Yeah, they were. So we're actually wondering were they actually going to be introduced into this new canon or not.
Yeah.
Now we know they were actually Dark Troopers.
Yeah.
So that has been confirmed.
Yep, and also obviously Boba Fett's confirmed, which we all know already, but this is cool that we finally get to see him in full Boba Fett armor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, how did he? I think I might have missed it. How did he get the armor back just now?
Yeah. He saw the Razor Crest, so he went in to grab it.
Oh, he went into the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, it was inside the Razor Crest.
Well, good thing he got it before it exploded.
Well, even if it exploded, I think they would still have recovered it.
Of course,
Because
it's Beskar.
It is Beskar, yeah.
And they found the spear, which was the only
It was
object
also Beskar. Yeah.
that survived.
Not the only thing. That little ball survived.
Oh, did the other? Yeah, the ball. But I was quite sad to see Razor Crest get blown up actually.
Yeah, that was a bit of a tragedy.
So there's a few tragedies in the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
The ship got blown up.
Yeah, after it was fixed like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Like what? And now we actually got to see the dark saber close up now to really confirm the length of it.
So is it accurate then? You think?
Yeah, it looks more accurate now than it did before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite interesting.
So if you notice the dark saber, it actually is not too long. It's like a bit short, more
Yeah,
of like
it's shorter than your
blade.
standard lightsaber.
Shorter than
Yep.
lightsaber.
It made the same sound.
Why
Yeah,
did he show it in front of the?
Oh, he just wanted Grogu to, because he thought Grogu would have encountered something like it in the past.
Yeah, probably. But to use it as it's a lightsaber. It is a lightsaber.
Yeah, it is a lightsaber.
Oh, so technically Yoda can use it, right?
Well, not yet. He's a baby. That's
Still
what
young,
he said.
yeah.
He said it's not time yet.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to
But-
train baby Yoda to use it. Who knows?
No, probably not.
No, I think he just wants Yoda for his blood, right? He said something about
Grogu, yeah.
sorry, not Yoda, Grogu.
It's for the scientists, though.
He said something about wanting the blood for the donor,
Yeah, for Dr. Pershing.
Dr.
Yeah.
Pershing.
It's for
Yeah,
the
so that's the
daughter.
thing.
So
I mean,
that's
it's for the kid, though.
that's what we saw two episodes back or three where we
Dr. Pershing.
we thought he was experimenting with the
Oh, that was what's that
Yep.
creature?
the snork
The
creatures.
Smurf. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was the same one. It's also the same one in the second episode of The Mandalorian. Like
Yeah,
chapter two.
in the season 1, yeah.
The Smurf.
So that Dr. Pershing is still around.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Cara Dune.
Cara Dune,
She actually
Wow.
took up the offer.
she took up the offer.
Yeah, so now she's the marshal for the New Republic. So
Oh
now,
yeah, that's right. Because we weren't
Yeah.
sure at the end of that episode, but now we know. Yeah.
Cara Dune.
Yeah.
So a lot of characters, eh? Ming-Na Wen's characters back to
Ming-Na Wen, Fennec lives. That
Fennec
actually
lives.
works. Yep, Fennec lives.
Actually,
Hashtag Fennec lives.
because Ming-Na Wen was on Instagram saying something about teasing about her return, but we didn't actually know she's
Yeah, it's confirmed.
already returned.
So it was probably already on the tail because they probably already filmed the episode.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
she probably had a heads up already,
She was
obviously.
just kind of teasing it. Yeah.
Yeah, she just teased it. But it actually worked. We got a lot of people asking, will she return? With the hashtag Fennec lives, similar as the hashtag Coulson lives.
Fennec lives. Yes. Coulson lives. Fennec lives.
So that was actually cool. Really like that. Probably one of my favorite episodes now.
That is definitely one of the best episodes.
And the Stormtroopers.
Oh yeah.
Fennec Shan.
Oh, Fennec Sand. Here we go.
Shand. Yep,
That's
that's Fennec Shand.
Which episode was she previously?
Season 1.
Yeah,
Oh,
season one, we see her shots and poop. Apparently meant to be killed, but not.
When? How did she get shot?
She got shot in the belly
By who?
by that other guy who wanted to get the bouncy on the Mandalorian's head.
Oh, they were fighting in the desert, wasn't it? No, not that one. Was it?
Well,
No.
they were to capture her,
Oh,
but then the battle ended near the Razor Crest, like right in front of it.
Yeah.
I see. No, that's great.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like there are too many Easter eggs in this one, just confirmations of a lot of stuff.
Yep. I guess.
If there were,
yeah.
we probably missed it.
Yeah, probably missed it.
But yeah, at least we got to see Boba Fett's ship or Jango Fett's ship's the Slave One again.
Oh yeah, the slave one. Well, so I mean, I guess maybe because Boba Fett is now in the picture, they decided to blow up the Mandalorian ship,
The Razor Crest.
Razor Crest,
Yeah.
so they can all be on Slave One.
Yeah. But Tamura wasn't the original Boba Fett.
But he played Jango, right?
He played Jango Fett in
Attack of the Clones.
In Attack of the Clones, yes. But
And-
he wasn't the original one in like 4, 5, and 6.
Oh yeah, I mean he would have been too young. Actually, no, maybe yeah, because it was 80s.
Yeah, it's too young. I think the original actor was like Jeremy something.
Oh.
They could check it up. I remember the name Jeremy.
So have they ever met Mando and Boba Fett previously?
No.
No, this is the first time.
Oh, really? Oh, I see. They never met.
Yes, I'm right. So the original actor is Jeremy Bullock.
Is he still alive?
Oh, you mean
Apparently, yes, but he's 75.
Oh wow.
you mean Boba Fett?
Yeah,
The original
actor.
in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on your screen there,
Jeremy Bullock.
that's the one.
Wait, it's on the screen here. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Boba Fett.
Oh yeah. But
Yeah. The original Boba Fett.
So who's the actor in this Boba Fett? A different one?
Yeah, Jeremy Bullock. It would be this one.
No,
Jeremy-
sorry, it's the same one. Yeah.
No. So
Yeah,
in
Jeremy
this
Bullock.
episode,
Which would be this one's episode 5, I think it was. Yeah, 5.
So Jeremy Bullock is acting here and also back.
no.
No?
Here is the Kiwi.
The
actor.
original trilogy.
So Jonah's talking about the original episode 5.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars episode 5.
That Boba Fett actor is different to today's one.
Yes.
Yes. Tamura
Oh.
Morrison was the one who was in episode Star Wars, episode 2 and 3, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith. He played all the clones effectively.
Oh, I see.
And now they got him back for
Oh,
Mandalorian. That's why
Yeah.
the name Tamura Morrison has been in Star Wars already because he was in episode 2 and 3 playing the clones.
Yeah, I get you. Boba Fett.
But then again, this version of Boba Fett or Jango Fett is the only one where we ever see his face anyway.
That's true, eh?
Because the Jeremy Bullock never took off his mask like a proper Mandalorian.
Yeah.
But now we know that he wasn't. Yeah, well, he was still. The father was a foundling, but he wasn't
He
part
survived the
of the
Scarlet.
Mandalorians. Yeah.
He survived the Scarlet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we already knew that.
Oh yeah.
Because
The
he
Sarlacc
appeared
pit, yeah.
in
The
the
Great
first
Dragon.
episode
Oh yeah.
of season 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jango.
And apparently they're getting back another character, Mayfeld.
Who?
The person that Mando asked Cara Dune to find.
Oh yeah. So I didn't know what his connection is. He wanted him to spring him in order to find Moff Gideon's cruiser.
Yep. Well, they did work together already. But
Who?
then Mando was
Mando?
betrayed. Yeah.
When did they work together? In
that Prison Break episode.
Oh right.
Mm.
Prison Break episode.
That was chapter 6.
Chapter
Was it
6?
chapter
Oh
6?
right.
Yeah.
Back in season 1.
Yeah, back in season 1.
Right.
They're getting him back, but he betrayed him, so why is he bringing him out now?
Right.
Because the last time we saw him, Mando betrayed them back and put them in a cell altogether
Hmm.
on the New Republic's prison ship thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe he's got no choice now. He's desperate. He needs to find Moff
he's
Gideon.
desperate. Yeah. And at least now they got Boba Fett and Fennec Shand working together.
Well, the 3 of them, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. You're not ready to play with such things, Grogu.
Not
Yeah.
really.
What do you reckon Grogu was doing on top of the mountain?
They're calling out to the Jedi, which I
Is
think
he?
was meant to
Is
be
it?
doing. Yeah.
Taking a long time.
It took him a long time, and he was surrounded by an energy which Mando can get through.
Well, he tried a couple of times to get through.
I think that was like 3 times.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's an interesting picture, though. You're not ready to play with these things, with such things.
Such things.
That's
So he
interesting.
wants him to be ready.
No, I think that's just a little play on words.
That's a sneaky kind of
Because the Darksaber, this one,
yeah.
apparently it's too dangerous for kids.
Is it really?
Really?
Yeah, there was an article recently saying that the Darksaber, like this particular one, was too dangerous because the kids started hitting each other, so it became a dangerous object or a dangerous item.
Very dangerous.
So it was not recommended for kids to get.
Too
Really
young,
interesting. Yeah, so I think it's a play on words. So they sort of know it was a bit too dangerous.
Well, surely the packaging would say something like for ages something and up, right? Like 10 and up or something.
Yeah.
I think it did, but then that happened. I think I found an article somewhere. I could try finding it again.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting.
Yeah, so interesting to see where Grogu goes from here.
Grogu.
There's some speculation that Grogu might become bad.
Oh, really?
Like seeing some of the bad things that he's been doing this season, like eating the fish eggs, and there seems to be a sinister side to him.
Yeah, it seems so.
So maybe.
And Jeff, can you stop sharing? I can share mine.
Oh, me? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Because this was 6 days ago. There we go.
Too dangerous for kids. Oh wow.
Yeah, became 10 list onto the list of the 10 worst toys of 2020 due to its potential to cause injury.
Oh, that's a good thing to share. Yeah.
So why
is it
is it dangerous?
The toy.
Why how does it cause
Is
injury?
it too sharp or what is it, Don? Or is it too
Yeah,
heavy?
because people would start hitting each other with it. Like whack, 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 like a
it's too
sword.
heavy. It's heavy and hard.
No, it's not heavy. It's kind of light. Probably one of the lightest
Is it
things.
hard though?
Yeah, but you could say the same about any kind of such
Yeah.
sword
Yeah,
toys.
effectively, yes. But
But it's so popular, I guess.
I think it's just too popular that it became too dangerous for kids to get because they would end up like trying to fight with it and stuff.
Right, yeah.
Um,
Well, and you're saying that line that he uses is a play on this. That
Yeah.
it's too dangerous.
Yeah, because they confirmed it later, so it's, yeah, maybe it's a bit too dangerous, but we're still gonna sell it anyway. Because the majority of people who buy it aren't kids, apparently.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
really?
you.
Yeah.
Like
Like me. But then I went for something which is like super light, the Darksaber. Probably one of the lightest collectibles I've gotten. And then I went to get like the most heaviest collectible I could get.
Stormbreaker.
Ah, yeah, Stormbreaker.
Yep. But now we're talking about another universe.
But got it here, right here.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Man, that does look very heavy.
Yeah, this is actually kind of heavy.
But it looks like you are worthy to carry.
Yep.
Stormbreaker.
And it's got a sound.
Yes.
Yep. Stormbreaker. I did an unboxing video on my channel.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
just a
it's
plug. Just a quick plug for
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker. Yep.
It's the
Yeah, it's loud as well. Like really loud.
you can hear it, yeah.
So this is some fan art about Baby Yoda turning to the dark side and to become Darth Grogu.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's interesting speculation. Darth Grogu.
Yeah, could he become bad?
Yeah, could he
Possibly.
become bad? That's the question.
Because of
Well,
Darth
we
Vader.
did see him use like a force choke on Cara Dune before, so anything's possible.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess the thing is not to assume that he's always this cute little baby.
Don't assume anything.
Did you see the new fan out of Mace Windu though?
What is it?
You can share that one.
Yeah, Mace Windu returning.
Well, there's a few things that have been coming up recently, like Mace Windu returning, Luke Skywalker returning,
Oh, yeah,
and even the possible casting of Stan Sebastian.
Oh, yeah,
Sebastian Stan.
Oh, sorry, Sebastian Stan as
a new character for Luke Skywalker.
As the younger version of Luke.
Yeah, I think it could actually work, Sebastian Stan.
It's a good question. That Yoda, he was using the force field or something.
You mean Grogu? Grogu.
The shield, is it?
Well, it was an energy field surrounding him.
That's pretty powerful, yeah.
But is that field coming from him, or is that just something that emanates out from the planet, because it's the ruins of the temple, so maybe it's got some kind of.
It's the ruins of the Jedi Temple.
Yeah, that's where it is, right?
The Jedi Temple was basically back in The Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, isn't it?
Titan is the Titan.
Yeah.
Oh, Titan is the name of the thing.
Name of the planet.
Yeah.
Name of the
That's
planet.
where they were fighting.
Name of the planet or name of the.
The temple's on Titan.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the Seeing Stone was. They were fighting on Titan.
Oh.
But I will just share my screen.
Oh, yeah. So
Sebastian Stan, is it?
No, this one is about Mace Windu.
Okay, Mace Windu.
a possibility, but yeah, hasn't been confirmed yet at all. But yeah, it's a theory. Mace Windu will return in The Mandalorian. Is it possible? But then again, he kind of died.
Again,
Or
we
not.
didn't see his body.
Yeah, again like that. But yeah, this is a really interesting thing. It's like they're sort of teasing their return.
Wow, look at that.
But then that eye thing is pretty much
Nick Fury, man.
Nick Fury. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a crossover. Disney and Marvel. Well, I mean, Marvel belongs to Disney anyway, so.
Yeah, now they do, but still they have like a Nick Fury version of Mace Windu.
Yeah, and that'll be cool. Just need an eye patch to finish, and then he'll be Nick Fury.
Yeah. But that's an interesting idea. Mace Windu returning as Nick Fury. A possibility as well for maybe Ezra Bridger coming into The Mandalorian.
Well, now that they've got more Boba Fett, the actor.
Yep. So from what we heard so far about the whole people coming in to play parts, we now know that Sebastian Stan, Lucas, essentially they are after Sebastian Stan, but they will not get him unless they have Mark Hamill's
Approval, yeah.
approval or blessing.
Yeah.
So Lucasfilm wants Sebastian Stan, apparently. They are in talks.
In talks, which means we probably won't see him this season. Because
probably not this season.
Still in talks.
Not Luke, yeah, no, not yet.
No Luke yet.
And Mark Hamill has not given his approval yet.
Oh,
he might say, "Oh, I want to play my younger self. Just de-age me."
Yeah. But then again, Sebastian Stan has played a part really similar to Luke Skywalker. Like metal hand, but then the Winter Soldier had like the complete arm completely changed.
Captain America's sidekick, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Jedi Council, is it? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this where the temple is?
No, this is on Coruscant, right?
That's Coruscant.
Coruscant.
Oh, Coruscant is different to
Titan. That's the Titan. I don't know if Titan was ever in the movies. Probably not.
In the story, it's like one of the oldest Jedi temples. Probably where the Jedi Order was first formed.
So they're just two different planets. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Coruscant is a city planet.
City planet. Yeah.
Yes, it's a big.
The whole planet is practically city.
It's a whole new republics here. Yeah. The temple is just like a training ground, I think, maybe, or
a really old one. Really sacred, yeah.
Sacred planet temple, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's not hasn't, as Marcus said, hasn't shown in films before. The temple.
Yeah, it hasn't. But then the films hasn't shown too much anyway. You get more of these stories from like the Old Republic or the expanded universe.
You know when Rey visited Mark Hamill, that wasn't the temple? No.
No.
Oh, that was somewhere else altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
Because that planet's had an island on it. It was a lot of water and then an island. So it's definitely not the same one.
It's not the same, you're right about that. I didn't know that.
But Sebastian Stan as Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Possibility in season 3.
Yeah.
Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, we won't see him.
But then they're ranking up the intensity of these episodes until the finale.
Yeah, we only have 2 episodes
left. Yes.
So we are heading into the end game.
Yeah. Of episode 2, season 2 anyway.
Yeah. That's why they're wrapping it up now.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
It's still
There's a possibility that we might see Grand Admiral Thrawn at the end of season 2.
Possible, yeah, possible.
Is season 3 confirmed?
Yes.
Yeah, season 3 has been confirmed.
What about season 4? No.
I think too early to see.
I don't think they normally confirm seasons more than one season at a time.
Yeah. They will confirm it when the new one is out.
Yeah.
So what's the actor's name again on the right?
Tamura Morrison.
Tamora Morrison.
He was in Attack of the Clone.
Yes.
Playing Django.
Playing
Jango Fett.
Playing the dad.
Yes.
Yes.
And here he's playing the son.
Yeah, but they're all clones anyway.
Because Boba Fett is effectively a clone as well.
Yes.
But raised naturally. Because the clones, they all had like accelerated growth. So effectively, if they brought in like Captain Rex, for example, or he also showed up in Rebels, he's like really, really old.
I see.
But then since Boba Fett had a natural like growth, he looks normal. So he's actually not that old in this one. But it seems like he has a lot of scars.
Yeah, he shaved his head and all that.
Yep. So he looks quite different than he did in the first time we saw him in episode 2.
Jango Fett was killed, wasn't
he? Yeah, his head got chopped off by Mace Windu.
By Mace Windu.
Oh, yeah, it was in the Colosseum.
The arena.
The arena.
Yeah.
So this could be a callback if Mace Windu does come back.
That's right.
They get both Mace Windu and Tamora Morrison together again.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Boba would surely be out for revenge.
Boba versus Mace Windu.
You kill my dad.
Well, that's already kind of happened in the Clone Wars.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Boba kind of wanted to have his revenge. He pretended to be the clone. He pretended to be one of the clones and then tried to attack Mace Windu.
Did he get it though?
No. Because Mace Windu still survived through the Clone Wars. He only died by the Emperor's hand.
Well, he supposedly died, yeah.
He supposedly died, yes.
Yeah.
So I think this would be like part 2 of the revenge if it actually did happen.
So, what's the weapon that he's using? So on the screen you can see it's like some kind of staff. It's some kind of staff.
Yeah.
But with something at the end of it.
It's got pointy things at the end and both ends, yeah.
Like an arrowhead on one end, but something else on the other.
Yeah.
It's very effective against.
That is not a normal weapon.
Yeah.
Have you seen it before?
They probably created just for that character.
Yeah.
It's not Beskar.
No.
No.
Yeah, but he used it pretty well. Hand-to-hand combat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Boba's helmet is not Beskar, is it?
It is, right?
Oh.
When he got it back, yes, that is Beskar.
Oh, so that is Beskar.
Because he's Mandalorian, that was his family armor.
That's why he wanted it back. It's Beskar. It actually, yeah.
Yes. And it seems like he knew how to use it a lot more than
the Mandalorian.
The other the non-Mandalorian guy.
The fake guy, the fake one.
Yeah. He bought the armor though, but he didn't know how to use it.
He put it back
Definitely had a lot more gadgets on it than what we had thought initially.
He put it back on, yeah.
Yep. But if you actually did look at that scene, with him shooting down those cruisers, he actually did aim for the other one.
Did he aim for the other one? So he missed.
Yeah,
so he missed.
Yeah,
so he
in
missed.
the scope, it actually showed him trying to target the one on the lower end.
Oh,
but it hit the one on.
But that's good because then the one on top crashed into the lower one.
Yeah, but then as well, that's why he said I was aiming for the other one.
Yeah, but then it's good that he missed and
Yeah.
went for the top one.
Yeah.
A nice happy accident. Yeah.
Yeah, accident, but still it worked. Good shot.
Yeah.
I was aiming for the other one.
Yeah.
Good line.
He shot
Good
the
line.
cruiser, did he?
Actually, there's a few good one-liners.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good one-liner. Fennec Lives is a good one-liner.
Yeah,
This is a good one-liner.
the Dark Trip is coming. Yeah.
I like how they
That-
got the weapons. They've got the machine gun, like
Oh
machine.
yeah, the machine gun.
What do you call it?
Mm.
Blaster thing.
Yeah.
And they've got the mortars. You know,
Yeah.
they drop the bomb in and then it just shoots up. This is like World War II stuff. MG-42s, the mortar.
Yeah. I
And then the
think Robert
Yep.
Rodriguez did a good job, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Directed
Rocket
by
launcher.
Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, they keep getting really good directors to do all these stuff.
All these fight scenes. Yeah.
Yeah, Robert Rodriguez has done quite a lot of good movies in the past as well.
Yeah.
The best guy.
So it really seems to see that we get to see all these director styles of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. They sort of chose these episodes to suit the style that they're going for.
Yeah.
Can't play this game for some reason.
Interesting to speculate. Mm.
Yep. A lot of speculations.
Mm.
But will Mace Windu actually return?
Will Mace Windu return? Will Sebastian Stan be Luke Skywalker? Will we see Admiral Thrawn by the end of this season?
Possibly for all of them.
Mm.
Because they are teasing it quite a lot, the Mace Windu returns.
Who's teasing it? Fans or Lucas or Disney?
Both, apparently.
Really? Even Disney?
Yep. No one really knows if he's actually going to return. And apparently that it was partially teased from what I have seen from episode 13.
Oh.
That's when all the rumors started to come around because of that episode.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was just last episode, 13. Ahsoka. Oh yeah, we Ahsoka's, yeah, we don't see her anymore. But maybe
Yeah,
we'll see her. Maybe we'll see her again.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they all made this one-off appearances, Ahsoka,
Yeah.
and then
Maybe one final
Bo-Katan.
One final battle together.
That looks cool.
That would be cool.
Wow.
Thrawn and Moff Gideon versus everyone.
Thrawn isn't a hand-to-hand fighter. He is just manipulating things behind the scenes.
He's not really a fighter. No.
No, he's a thinker. He's a
he's a master strategist. But how cool does that look?
That looks cool. It's like it's like Wise Windu.
Oh, the gun.
But could he have gotten dark? Or is he still a good guy?
Well, it's a bit like when we saw Luke in Rise of Skywalker, who kind of went a little bit dark. Yeah.
Yep. The possible Ezra Bridger coming as well.
Yeah, and also some speculation about who might be playing Ezra Bridger.
Well, the guy who wanted to be Ezra has not been confirmed. He kind of fooled everyone for a little while.
Well, he says he wants to be, right?
Yeah, he wants to be Rahul Kohli, but he has actually said that no one has approached him. But he
Yep.
did post on Twitter that he was feeling that kind of vibe, the Ezra Bridger vibe, trained by Kanan
Hmm.
sort of vibe.
Kanan.
Yeah. The Jedi who trained Ezra in Rebels, Jeff.
Oh. Kanan.
That's a cool thought. But then I think they were looking for a young Asian person to play Ezra.
Oh, really? A young Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So he may not actually play Ezra, even though the fans may want it now.
Yeah. Mm.
Maybe they'll end up listening to the fans and going for him.
Maybe. I mean that works with Ahsoka
Yeah,
with Rosario Dawson.
it did, but they didn't really ask for Rosario Dawson to take the role, which is why there is a bit of harsh feedback on that.
Oh really? Because I thought fans were lobbying for Rosario.
Hmm.
And that's how she got the role.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of a split because there are a lot who wanted the original.
You're right, the original voice actress.
Yeah, it was actually quite good as well, but still, I guess it's a bit tired.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And those headpieces were actually shorter this time around
For who?
on Ahsoka.
Oh, Ahsoka. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think they explain the rationale behind it. Read
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was a bit too long, so maneuverability was not as good.
Well, especially when you're doing live action, it's probably harder too.
Yeah, so having it shorter was the probably the director's choice because it didn't really work in terms of maneuverability.
Yeah.
I guess I could accept that. That's not a bad choice to do.
Yeah. More practical, right?
Yeah, more practical.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people I want to. There are a lot of things I want to see in the Mandalorian. Because I guess I want to see General Syndulla or Hera in the Mandalorian at some point.
Right. All these big characters.
Yeah, because General Syndulla or Hera Syndulla was the pilot of the Ghost in Star Wars Rebels.
Pilot of the Ghost.
Yeah, which was the Rebel ship.
Yeah.
And she became a general. And the thing is, I've been playing Star Wars Squadrons, and she was actually mentioned by name.
All right.
Yeah, because that's meant to be during that time frame as well. So I think it's kind of cool that they mentioned Terrace and Jula. Because Squadrons is kind of set after episode 6 as well. So it's kind of in the same space of time.
Mm.
Interesting thought. Unless they're just going to do a better crossover next time, because just mentioning it by name isn't as much. But then if you think about Star Wars Squadrons, they're in the same space of time as the Mandalorian, so it is possible.
That's true. I mean, but I think it doesn't even have to be chronological. Right? As
Yeah.
in, like I read somewhere that the end of Rebels might actually be happening after Mandalorian. You know where Ahsoka ends up. So
Yeah.
so so yeah, it's not necessarily chronological.
Yeah, so So effectively, in that case, Ahsoka wouldn't have gone to Sabine to try to find Ezra yet.
Yeah, that's right. Because we assume that, just because the show is happens to come after Rebels, that it's set later, but
I guess
doesn't
they'll
have to be.
Yep. I guess they'll confirm it when we actually see Ezra somewhere.
Yeah,
Because if Ezra shows up, then it's definitely before.
before, yeah.
If not, then they could just say that it's happened after for a long time.
Mm. Yeah,
But since there talks of a live action Ezra being a possible younger Asian person, it actually might still be before.
yeah, before End of Rebels, yeah.
Because they are already trying to cast an Ezra.
Hmm.
If it's either for the Mandalorian or the tease of the new Ahsoka type TV show, could be either way.
Spin-off, yeah.
It could be either Ahsoka's own TV show spin-off or for the Mandalorian.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? But we already know that casting for it has already started, so
Yeah. So either way, it's gonna happen.
either way.
Hmm.
But if they do a casting for it and it is going to be about them going to the unknown regions to find Ezra, then maybe
Then
it is. Yeah.
after.
Then that series would be set after the end of Rebels, yes.
Yeah.
But if he shows up in The Mandalorian, then that ending would be set before.
Before, yes. Because from what we've seen of Ahsoka in Mandalorian, it's hard to tell, right?
I guess we'll find out when we get the actor or people to either confirm or not confirm these things.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they've deliberately tried to leave it a bit vague and ambiguous. Because initially we didn't even know when Mandalorian was set. Now we know a little bit more, that it's
Yep.
after Return of Jedi.
Yeah, they confirmed it's 5 years after the fall of the Empire.
Yeah, so I guess the question is how long after that was the end of Rebels, right?
Yeah, they didn't really give a time frame on that one.
Yeah.
I think we've effectively covered everything we could think of.
We can probably continue
Talk more tomorrow.
with
Yeah, if
maybe some more observations or something.
Yeah, so this is just the initial observations before we read into anything else.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sure there'll be
Other people looking at stuff which we likely have missed, so you could cover that tomorrow.
yeah, all the Easter egg references. Yeah.
But I think we covered a majority of them, actually.
Yeah, true. But we'll see if there's anything we've missed.
Yeah, exactly.
All
Cool.
right.
Yep.
Do you think your light dark saber is the same length as the real thing, or the
Yep.
one in the movie?
Probably they want to keep it as close as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it is shorter than most of the blades, which we have seen a lot closer look at that now, and yeah, it's shorter.
Yeah.
What about my dark saber?
What do you mean your background?
Yeah,
The background, yeah.
Oh, you took a picture
yeah, screenshot.
of that scene.
Yeah,
And as well, Boba Fett's weapon. I was actually wrong yesterday.
Yeah, I actually read up on his. There's a name for it.
It's
Yeah, there's a name for it.
It's a Gafferetti
Gafferetti something.
or a Gaffy stick. The Tuscan Raiders Gaffy stick.
Yeah, that's right. Stick. Shall share something. Yep.
Yep.
There you go. Get a fee.
Yeah, it's really hard to say.
Get a fee stick.
They just call it a Gaffy stick. That's what it'll.
Well, Gaffy for short stick.
Yeah.
So we actually saw this in the first episode.
With the Tuscan Raiders, yeah, probably.
Hmm.
But I don't think we actually saw it so much in action as in this time.
Yeah,
Like-
that's true.
Like using the Gaffy stick to hit the stormtroopers in that sort of fashion.
Actually, one thing that I didn't pick up yesterday was this, because he only showed it for a very brief moment, like Fennec Shan.
Yeah.
So she's kind of like part cybernetic.
Cybernetics, yeah.
And I actually forgot that at the end of that episode in season 1, where she was approached by this dude.
Yeah, people were wondering who that was.
Yeah. So now
actually know it's
we
Boba
now we
Fett.
know it's Boba.
Yeah, so now we know it's Boba Fett.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
What
So, yeah,
happened?
that was a good episode.
Yeah, it was short, but pretty action packed.
Definitely. The Dark Troopers. In terms of what we
Yeah.
see with the Dark Troopers, that's probably the second iteration of the Dark Troopers in terms of the expanded universe. The
Yeah.
first one were sort of experimentation type things. The second iteration were actually just full android like cybernetic.
So the ones we saw in this episode are they second generation?
Yeah, so those ones would be like the second generation of cyber troopers.
Right.
They look
Dark
fully,
troopers.
fully droid, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fully droid, yeah.
Cybernetic dark troopers. The third iteration would likely be an exoskeleton.
Exoskeleton.
So there have been rumors that Moff Gideon has his own dark trooper suit, which would be that third version.
Oh. Right.
So, similar to like an Iron Man sort of thing. Just put on the suit and it's like super powerful.
So you
So that-
reckon Moff Gideon is part cybernetic?
Though he'll probably just use the exoskeleton suit,
Oh, right.
which is the third generation of the Dark Trooper,
Mm.
because that's big enough for men to get into,
Right.
or super powered men.
Superpowered man.
Because in terms of the expanded universe, some of them had powers, so experimentation again.
Yeah.
So that's probably the idea. So they could get the new wave of Dark Troopers with force powers in some way, using the child Grogu.
Right. That's why Moff wanted to capture him, eh? Yeah.
Because that would be a lot more powerful than just droid Dark Troopers.
Yeah. I found this interesting article as well about why Baby Yoda is always so obsessed with the silver ball.
Yeah.
And they reckon it's because he would have because remember that scene in episode 4 where Luke Skywalker was kind of like training.
Training with the
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So they were saying how
yeah.
this is just a common kind of training thing, like a training ball for Jedi. So he would have, as you can see in this picture, he would have remembered his training, playing with these spherical balls.
But those balls are bigger than that little.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, maybe the shape of it and everything just reminds him of his past training, possibly.
But then again, this little Grogu is still kind of a kid, so it's probably just like a toy.
Yeah, it's probably just playing, but who knows?
Because even with like, Grogu preferred to use the ball instead of the rock with Ahsoka, so
Yeah.
I still think it's just a toy. It's probably just not as related. It is an interesting thought, but
You don't think it's direct? It's that obvious? Yeah.
it's probably not that obvious.
Yeah.
Because you see him playing with the little ball. It's not like you're trying to like shoot it out.
Yeah.
Yep, a lot of things.
Did Bill find any Easter eggs from any article?
I haven't looked yet.
Yeah,
Do you
not
want me
as
to-
many Easter eggs this time around though.
Yeah, this one doesn't have too
Okay.
many. Yeah.
Because it was like intense action. Unless we did miss something. And poor Razor Crest, that's completely destroyed.
The ship, yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad. Yeah.
I don't think that can be brought back to life.
Considering they
No.
just repaired it 2 episodes back.
Yeah. It's completely destroyed. Nothing left except the ball and the stick, the staff. Made out of pure Beskar.
Beskar. Yeah.
Beskar could essentially withstand anything, which is probably why it's one of the best things against Jedi, which is why they were like ancient enemies in the past with the Mandalorian Wars.
Yeah. I mean, you saw in this episode that it's just bulletproof, right? The stormtroopers were shooting, and they just bounce off the Mandalorian armor.
Yeah, because that's Beskar.
Yeah.
Compared to the Stormtrooper's armor, which is like a plastoid composite, it's like a big difference. Like the gaffy stick like completely tore apart the plastoid composite armor.
Yeah.
It's like you can see shards flying off everywhere.
But the gaffy stick, is that Beskar?
No, it's not.
It's not even Beskar.
It's not. But then you must think that the plastoid composite armor is really weak.
Yeah, because
Considering, I think it is kind of weak.
Yeah.
Because if you think of like Darth Vader, even his suit was made out of plastoid.
Like the same material as the Stormtrooper.
No. The Stormtrooper had a plastoid composite, so it's not the full proper plastoid.
Okay.
So it's essentially weaker.
Yeah. But do you think Darth Vader's armor can withstand I don't know, like a Beskar? Like if you use
Probably not Beskar,
yeah.
but it could withstand more than the Stormtrooper's armor.
Yeah. So a crafty stick would probably not have much of an impact, on Darth Vader.
Yeah, but considering plastoid has been vulnerable to lightsabers. Because when Ahsoka hits Darth Vader in the face in Rebels, it actually tore apart that part of the armor.
Yeah, that's true.
On the face. So. But it still withstood a lot more than just the composite material.
Yeah.
So different materials. Getting a bit too scientific here.
Oh, good to know,
Yep. So at least you know the sort of materials that are used in the armor. What else? Cara Dune, now the Marshal
Yep.
for the New Republic. They bring back that Mayfeld guy from the Prison Break episode.
Yep. Prison Break. Here's a few. Well, some Easter eggs. Let's see if we missed anything. Titan. So Titan had long been known as the location of the first Jedi Temple. It's an active location in the Old Republic MMO.
Yep.
And recanonized in RPG sourcebooks and the comics.
Yeah, so Titan is in the Old Republic game, like the huge MMO, multiplayer online game, massive multiplayer online.
Apparently, they're saying how the Titan that we see in this episode doesn't look similar. So that's why there's this other article that says it doesn't look right.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
So you can see this comparison here, like in the comics, it looks more like an icy planet.
Yeah.
Whereas in the episode we saw, it's completely, doesn't look like that.
Yeah. So that is a kind of continuity error.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, so there are butterflies.
Oh, yeah, the butterflies
that we saw that Grogu was playing with. So
yeah, those tend to signify the light side.
Oh, really?
And I think with the butterflies as well, there has been in comics, Darth Vader had butterflies surrounding him when he was meditating, signifying that partiality that he was still good in some way. Until he kind of bent the butterflies with his powers.
Oh, right. Interesting.
So it's sort of like it's signifying that some sort of light is still there.
Some sort of light. And then he squashed it, and then he became fully dark.
Well, he can't really fully squash it because in the end, Darth Vader ended up.
Yeah, he still had
with
some
the
light.
redemption. Yeah,
that's right. Boba Fett. So Boba Fett says in this episode, "I'm a simple man making his way through the galaxy like my father before me." So he's saying that this line is a reference to obviously
Jango Fett's line in Attack of the Clones.
That's right. But he says Luke Skywalker also says, "I am a Jedi like my father before me." Same kind of, like my father before me, same phrase.
But if you're talking about Attack of the Clones, Jango Fett also said he was a simple man.
Oh yeah. So this is what he's saying. The first half is a Jango Fett line. I'm a simple man. Whereas the second half, like my father before me, is a Luke Skywalker reference.
Ah, yeah.
So it's two references in the same line.
And the Mandalorian said that he's the son of a foundling.
Son of a foundling, that's right.
Jango Fett was a foundling.
Yep.
But obviously he went against the foundling ways. Because the Mandalorian creed, Boba Fett didn't really completely learn the creed. He never took the oath.
So are you saying the Mandalorian is kind of like Boba Fett in that they're both not... Well, I mean, they're both foundlings, right?
Well, effectively, Din Djarin is a full foundling, so he's
so he's full.
Sticking with the creed completely.
Oh, right. That's why in the previous episode, remember where Bo-Katan was saying how there's different factions? Yeah. Right.
So they're different factions, different creeds. So the foundlings had like a really more ancient creed.
So that's the Mandalorian, right? Yeah. It's more ancient.
So Din Djarin's creed, effectively, he cannot take his helmet off in front of anyone.
Yeah.
If he does, and someone sees his face, he can never put it back on.
Well, we we see Boba Fett's face already, so he obviously
Yeah,
doesn't care.
We even saw Jango Fett's face. So even
Yeah.
though he was a foundling, he went against the Creed.
Yeah.
And then again, Boba Fett too is effectively a clone of Jango Fett. Never really grew up in the ways of the Mandalorians or the Creed as well.
Yeah, right.
So is he a proper Mandalorian?
He's a rogue Mandalorian.
Probably not, because effectively the Mandalorians aren't really a race; it's a creed, is what they say.
All right, he's not 100%.
Yeah. So if you think about it, it's sort of like faith in a way.
Yeah. Okay, he's interesting. So
Yeah,
you're saying
because,
it's like some people are Bible based, and then there's the more liberal ones, right? And then there's the traditional ones.
Yeah, you could think of it that way.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that's a good way to put it, because different creeds, different ideas, same sort of Mandalorian way.
Yeah.
But Boba Fett never grew up with the Mandalorian way.
Because his dad didn't, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Django.
the dad probably just went against it, obviously. He took off his helmets and everything.
Yeah.
And as well, Din Djarin actually just went up to him and said, "Did you take the creed?" Which obviously Boba Fett was not able to answer that.
Yeah, because he never had a chance, right?
No, that's actually one of the first things that they talked about. Did you take the creed?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that you Mandalorian did you take the creed? So obviously you didn't.
So after his struggle on Tatooine, Fett took some of the natives' weapons in place of his lost arsenal. So the Gaffy stick.
Yeah.
So he took it from his struggle on Tatooine.
Which makes sense, because he was lost on Tatooine for quite a while.
Yeah. Actually, when did we see him lost in Tatooine? Just
he was followed up by that. Yeah, what was it called?
I mean, the last time we saw him was way back in season 2, episode 1, right?
Yeah, Boba Fett?
Yeah, Boba Fett.
Yeah, that was the last time we see him, but the last time we saw him in the movies would be
right.
episode 5.
When we thought he
Star
was
Wars.
swallowed up by the Sarlacc.
Oh yeah, the Sarlacc pit, that's it.
Yeah.
So it was swallowed up by the Sarlacc pit, and already in the expanded universe, he also survived.
Yep.
But he lost his armor during that time. So I guess he actually did lose his armor, so it ended up in the hands of the Jawas, and then the Jawas sold it to that guy that we see in the first episode of season 2.
Right. Yeah. Cool.
So that
that's how it
lost armor
ties in.
actually did come out somewhere.
Yeah, and now he's
But
got it back.
Yeah, but then again, he survived without his armor. But then again, that armor is still Beskar.
Yeah, so no matter what, it you can break it.
Yeah, Beskar is really difficult to break.
Yeah, even after swallowed up by a Sarlacc. Yeah.
Yeah. They think Beskar is just way too overpowered. Sometimes. Because it's one of the only things that could resist a lightsaber.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And also a full-on blast explosion, as we saw in this episode.
Yeah.
So what's this spice stream? Fett mentions is a drug haze from spice. Did he mention the spice stream? Okay.
They might have missed that.
Yeah, I think I missed that too.
Well, they did mention about running spice before in like A New Hope and stuff.
Yeah,
But
spice
the
is a
spice
mineral
stream
that
is,
has medicinal properties, as we know.
yeah.
Han Solo mentioned he was running spice. And we saw that in Solo Star Wars Story, which was not a good movie,
Yeah, not a good movie. And Rebels.
and Rebels. Oh, it's a drug ripped up right out of the novel Dune by Frank Herbert.
No, that is actually related? What, dude?
Well, it's the same name.
Ah.
Concept of spice as a drug.
So
Yeah,
the
remember,
Dune novel is
uh,
probably quite old then. But now they're making a movie out of Dune.
That's true.
I
Very
did not
good.
actually know that.
what one of Star Wars, it was Luke Skywalker was saying something about the Spice Runners.
Oh, the Spice Run. Spice Run. Yeah.
Spice Run.
Well, this was what Han Solo
Yep.
was
Han
doing.
Solo with
Yeah.
the Millennium Falcon.
I think he I think he held a record for something like the Castle Run or something.
Yeah, in like
Some
13 parsecs or something.
parsecs.
What was
That's
it?
right. I don't know the exact parsecs, but yeah, he's
The
proud of.
Spice Run in how many parsecs?
Yeah,
That's probably an answer somewhere.
Okay.
I
Spice.
found some good Easter eggs on Screen Rant.
18
Oh.
parsecs.
12. Less than 12.
It is meant to be an 18 parsec route, but it took 12.
But it took him 12 parsecs.
Yeah. Record. Fun. Oh well.
Okay.
So what else did we miss?
Boba Fett's chain
But-
code appears to
but-
be written in the Mandalorian language, which could be fully translated in Legends.
Yeah, I know that it was a Mandalorian language, but I didn't think
Are you
we
saying
had
it's
enough
a
time
real?
to look at it.
Are you saying
Yeah.
it's a real language, Mandalorian?
Yeah.
So something like Klingon is a real language. So Mandalorian is also.
So it can be translated some way. But same as like the symbols that appeared in that circle. That is also in like a lot of the Old Republic style stuff as well. That's sort of what they call the old tongue.
What circle? You mean on top of the mountain?
Yeah,
All right.
where the baby Yoda or Grogu
Okay.
was.
Are you saying that's?
The script around the stone was in the style of the old tongue, which could also possibly be translated.
But that's not Mandalorian.
No. The old tongue is like a really old Jedi or Sith language.
So the.
But both the Jedi and the Sith had it in like a lot of old relics, so it could be either. But
Cool.
since it's the location of one of the first Jedi temples, it's probably written by the Jedi themselves.
Wow. So it's a real language. That's interesting. I'm sure the hardcore Star Wars fans.
Yeah, the hardcore ones would
might
probably
know
be
how
able
to-
to do it. Yeah.
how to speak Jedi, ancient Jedi.
I got some Easter eggs from Screen Rant.
You got what?
Easter eggs from the Screen Rant.
What did Screen Rant find?
Hang on. I'll finish this and we'll head to yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because all right. Boba mentions that Jango Fett fought in the Mandalorian Civil War.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly, there have been several civil wars fought on Mandalore. We've even seen a few on Clone Wars, Rebels. The one referenced here happened much earlier, before Battle of Yavin. All right, well, lots of history there.
Yeah, the Mandalorians, there was always a fight of power. So that would be before there was the Duchess of Satine who made the planet more of a pacifist nation.
Mm.
Satine, who was the Duchess of Mandalorian, the love interest of Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan, yeah.
So that was the pacifist government. So
Oh, I see.
that was probably be before that time.
Yeah, so this is much earlier. Yeah.
Yep.
Fett's famous starship Slave One is intact. Yeah.
Who's Fett?
Sorry?
Who is
Boba
Fett?
Fett.
Oh, we're talking about Boba Fett.
okay.
Boba Fett.
Yeah, Boba Fett.
Yeah. So the starship, his Slave One that we saw.
Yeah, chills when we see that Slave One again. It's been so long.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Star Wars fan from the beginning, you would get chills, I guess. So that's the thing, though. I don't think Bill got any chills because you weren't really into Star Wars. Right? So
When
Did we lose James?
yeah,
I think he's probably sleeping.
when I saw the first 2 episodes, seeing that huge skyship come over my head done at VMAX. That
Yeah.
was pretty impressive.
Oh, you mean episode what? The episode 1 and 2, Phantom Menace, and
Yeah, when that huge ship just was thundering over my head,
oh yeah,
and I was down out. I was in what was the newly built VMAX.
IMAX or VMAX.
IMAX, sorry.
IMAX.
IMAX down at Darling Harbour.
Oh, the one that's currently being rebuilt. Yeah.
Yeah, the really big,
the big one.
really big screen. Yeah, the 3D thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
And,
be cool to have that when it
just
opens.
like thundering over my head, and I just felt myself like just like shrinking down in my chair, kind of thing, just so it wouldn't scrape me on the head.
Yeah.
Because it just felt like really big. I was like,
well, it's IMAX.
3D.
It's IMAX, right?
Yeah.
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 So here's Fennec Shan, the assassin from Gunslinger, played by Ming-Na Wen.
Yep. Hashtag Fennec lives.
Yep, Fennec lives, despite the fact that she seemingly died. Well, we know for sure now that she's part cyborg, stomach patch with metal struts.
Yeah. Looked really cybernetic.
So it says Darth Vader's only alive because of his prosthetics and mechanical lungs. So yeah, there's plenty of precedent for this.
Yep. And we already knew General Grievous was rebuilt as a droid.
As a droid, yep. Oh, there is an indication in the movies that mechanical parts are a hallmark of villains or a fall toward the dark side. Ooh. So Shannon may be turning to the dark side. Nevertheless, adding droid parts to a dying organic body is part of the Star Wars universe.
Yep. Or the Cyberpunk universe, Cyberpunk 2077.
Cyberpunk, yes. The operation probably also involves some Bacta, a substance used to heal any wound, used by Luke in Empire Strikes Back. Makes sense that Boba Fett would have a slow Bacta.
Those big Bacta tanks with like the blue liquid.
Well, we didn't see those tanks, did we?
Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah, but it's just saying
but
that
probably
he would
used
have.
it, yeah.
Those cybernetics could be either an asset or liability if she plans to continue in a job that involves being shot at pretty often. Asset or liability, yeah, it could be an asset.
Yep. Oh, I was thinking about that one. Kicking the boulder was really reminiscent of Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, here it is. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah. So it was actually right. It was actually a little bit of a reference since Lucasfilm also owns Indiana Jones.
That's right. That's right. Callback. Harrison Ford.
Yeah. What else
Empire.
do we get?
Several different Stormtrooper rank markings are visible in the big battle scene, including the orange shoulder pads.
Yep. That we kind of knew. What else?
What we guessed a couple of weeks ago is now confirmed. Dark
Yep,
Troopers.
we kind of knew that as well.
It's
So we
unclear
missed
for
that.
now what exactly they are, though they seem to have some organic components. They're saying that they have some organic components.
So I didn't see any organic ones, unless they were talking about like the different iterations of the Dark Troopers.
Yeah, maybe.
The first one was actually meant to be partially organic, but that experiment failed.
Yeah.
So this one is the second iteration of the Dark Troopers, so that's mainly as droids. Or cyborgs.
They may end up being closer to the cyborg super soldiers from the Dark Forces video game.
Yeah, which were more force sensitive, which is why I was talking about more exoskeleton with a person inside it.
Right. So that's evolution, yeah. Evolving towards that.
Yeah.
Imperial Remnant has once again brought out the big guns. Oh yes. So it's called a repeater. So remember yesterday Jeff was saying he likes a machine gun?
Yeah.
It's called a repeater. E-Web heavy repeater.
Which was also used at the end of season 1.
Oh yeah, that's true. When they were all trapped in that building.
Yeah.
Surrounded, right? Yeah. The New Republic. Yeah.
It's more of a repeater than machine gun.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's a similar, right? Because it just
It's
keeps
similar.
Yeah.
No, machine gun has a single barrel,
Uh-huh. Repeater.
A repeater
Yep.
has multiple barrels.
Multiple barrels.
You may remember seeing the first one on what was it? That monster movie. Can't remember.
Let me look up repeater.
The E-Web repeater is used by the Empire, but it's not bullets. It's effectively energy blasts.
Yeah, repeater, E-Web repeater. E-Web repeater.
Yeah, that's part of the Star Wars.
Yeah, here you go. Repeating blaster.
Or EHWB.
Huh?
Should be the same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So it takes a string of bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these ones we're not talking about bullets at all.
Oh.
Yeah.
These are energy blasts.
Slightly different.
Yeah.
All right, New Republic. Carton Chopfields. Our former mercenary. Oh, this is what you were saying, Mayfield.
Yeah.
Was sentenced for his part in the prison break. This is a brand new location. So this is where they send prisoners to. Carton Chopfields.
So I'm guessing next episode there could be another prison break where they rescue that guy.
Yeah, maybe. It's revealed at the tail end of the... Sorry?
Well, why don't they just stick him in carbonite anymore? Or whatever it's called.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
because it's the New Republic.
Oh, okay.
They're not like that. So they have prison ships and like proper labor stuff.
Proper way to treat prisoners.
Yeah. And like more
More humane, man.
Uh,
Yeah, more humane.
yeah, but at more expense to taxpayers.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's revealed
Well,
at the
you
tail.
think about it.
Huh?
If they're just like lumps of the what was it called?
What?
Like when they're frozen in what was it? Carbonite or
Carbonite.
Carbonite.
yeah, carbonite. Okay, you could just stack up 500 of those,
Yeah, true.
like,
Yeah.
in in a big room and
Mm.
just live in there.
Yeah. Save cost. Yeah.
Just
Yep.
just catalog them. You don't need to feed them,
Yeah.
anything like that.
That
And
is
yeah,
really harsh.
Yeah.
But considering Din Daijin in his ship in the first episode of the entire show, we did see a lot of prisoners in Carbonite.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in this case, they're probably doing what hard labor, as it says here. So they're putting them to use.
Yeah. And it's also not the Republic's way.
Yeah, it's a
The
new
Empire might have done it, but no, the New Republic wouldn't be that harsh.
Yep. All right, final thing. It's revealed at the tail end of the episode that Cara Dune has accepted the invitation to join the New Republic, so she now has rules to follow. All right, that's all I've got. So maybe Bill, you've got something.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't go through mine.
Well, you had something from Screen Rant, right?
Yeah, hang on.
Yes.
Oh, I think it's the one I was looking at. But anyway, you can
Is that
scroll.
the same one? Let's see.
Was it?
No, not this, not the one just now. But I remember seeing this one.
So you've seen this one?
Yeah,
just
but
scroll through. Let's see if we did.
oh, okay.
All the like.
Instead, there's a history lesson. What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, keep going.
Yeah. It was a bit of a history lesson for Boba Fett. That's right. Razor Crest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know why Ahsoka was like really reluctant to train Baby Yoda.
Because of
Yep.
the fact that
Why?
that Grogu is too emotionally attached or something to the Mandalorian.
And Ahsoka has seen it's happened to her
Anakin.
master, Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
Do you think that may have been hinted to when Grogu got the ball really quickly from the Mandalorian tonight?
You mean in the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he just like grabbed it really fast, which
Yeah,
really freaked out. It freaked out the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. He
Well-
was really happy.
Yes, happy.
Because he took it quite quickly. So that's why he. I think he was also sad as well because even he now has more of an attachment to Grogu.
Yeah.
So if he does leave, then yeah, it would be sad for him because he's going to attach as well.
Yeah, that's right. So
That,
ominously titled The Tragedy. So the
Yeah.
latest episode is a huge moment. Yeah, there's a few tragedies as we mentioned yesterday. There's obviously the
Yeah.
capture of Baby Yoda.
and the destruction of the racing craft.
Yeah, the ship.
The Razor Crest.
The ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that didn't come up.
Oh,
The
this is a
slave
picture.
one, I think we already know what the slave one looks like.
Of all the Star Wars spacecraft that fans are hoping to see, Boba Fett's slave one would sit right at the top of the list.
Yep. That's
Mm. Iconic.
yep,
Wow.
iconic.
But maybe not as iconic as
I-
the Millennium Falcon, but still iconic.
I thought
Probably
it was really
As
weird.
iconic. It's probably the one that everyone wants to see more than the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, well, we already saw Millennium Falcon in episode 7 when it appeared. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you look at like the list of the ships that people want to see, I think the slave one would be the number one, not the Millennium Falcon.
Really? Wow. Even above Falcon.
Yeah, probably even above the Falcon.
So yeah, we knew this already. Able to reclaim his ship after escaping. Right. Yeah. In the pursuit of Gideon's Dark Troopers.
Jeditation.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. The
Jeditation. Jeditation.
So it's like meditation, but Jeditation.
It's not unusual for practitioners to meditate. Yep, it's a very Eastern type of religion style.
Yeah.
Yoda was the most liable to indulge in spiritual meditation. But in The Last Jedi, Luke Skywalker is seen, perched upon the rocks of Ankh Tor in quiet contemplation. So it's now Grogu's turn for some quiet time. He's in a serene meditative state. And unfortunately, he's captured.
Before
So we don't know what
revealed the
happened.
results. So he must have called the other Jedi, or someone will respond in some way.
Yeah, possibly Mace Windu, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because at this stage, Ezra Bridger is still lost.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
When Boba Fett and Din Djarin, what? Suspicious of this? Oh, I think you scrolled past.
Yeah, it's a bit too quickly there.
Yeah.
Cross paths on Titan. Mando is suspicious of this mystery man's claim to Cobb Vanth's armor.
Vanth's armor. The Cobb Vanth got that armor from the Jawas.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But it was actually Boba Fett's.
Yeah. Really,
I'm a simple
he
man.
did get it.
Yeah.
He did get it legitimately.
He got what? Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Well, they actually made a deal as well.
Oh yeah, that line. I'm a simple man making my way in the universe.
Yeah, that's what he said in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah. A young Boba Fett was present during this scene. Yeah. Like my father before me. Oh, yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah, so it was a mix of both Boba, Jango Fett, and they say Luke Skywalker's quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see what else.
As well as echoing his dad's dialogue, Boba Fett also adds, like my father before me. So double.
That's a double.
Double dose of Star Wars references. On the one hand, he's acknowledging how his career path is continuation of Jango's. But also, like my father before me, has wider connotations in the world of Star Wars. This line is most what? Yep, famously uttered by Luke Skywalker. Yep, proclaiming himself a Jedi, following in the path of Anakin. Yep, so we got that one. Stormtrooper Commander.
That's probably just the ranking.
Oh yeah, 2 Imperial ships full of stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Most of the soldiers are regular headless stormtroopers, but there is a yellow armored one. Mortar.
Yeah. And a Stormtrooper Commander.
Pretty weak ass plastic.
Plastic.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Because
lousy plastic.
They're the material?
oh, yeah.
Yeah, you think they'd come up with tougher
Something.
plastic then? Yeah.
Yeah, the material of the Stormtrooper armor in canon is called plastoid composite.
Plastoid
That's
composite.
That's the actual material used.
See, that was before graphite composites were actually made and stuff like that.
Yeah, but this is really different to everything else since we're talking about materials which don't really properly exist.
Yeah, this is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. The Stormtrooper Commander was an early edition of what? Attack. Oh, anyway, Repeating Blaster.
Yeah.
Earliest version of this was first glimpsed in Empire Strikes Back, Battle of Hoth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Since then, different
Legends.
variations of the blaster have been seen in video games and novels, and also Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
a fur-covered playbook?
Well, you have to keep scrolling.
Sounds kinky.
And then you.
It was probably an image.
Oh, okay. Ewoks. That's the fur-covered playbook.
Oh. The Ewoks.
So what did?
Tactics.
So she employed some Ewok tactics.
I think that's a bit of a far call, but probably.
Ewoks rely on rudimentary primitive weapons. So they use rocks and logs.
Yeah.
The fact that the Empire was quite literally toppled by sticks and stones. Which she did. She toppled the boulder.
Yeah, but I think it was more of the other idea instead of Ewoks.
So I think this is stretching it a bit too far.
Yeah, it was probably more of an Indiana Jones reference.
Yeah. I think that's better.
Which makes a bit more sense than Ewoks.
Although I mean, they do make a good point here though. Is that the fact that the Empire was quite literally toppled by sticks and stones has been a running Star Wars joke ever since.
Yeah.
So the fact that
that and stormtroopers don't have good aim.
Yeah. So it pushes the rock down, causing multiple stormtroopers and a repeater rifle to be destroyed. But this is a much bigger rock than the Ewok stones. Dark Troopers.
Mandalorian must look be out of eating body.
Oh no, that's another article.
That's a related article. Yeah.
So keep going. Dark Troopers.
They finally confirmed to be Dark Troopers. Yes, we kind of covered this already.
So inspecting rows of dangerous looking droids. That's what happened last time we saw.
Yep, in the Dark Forces video game, which we kind of saw some really old video game.
Yeah, the Dark Trooper debuted in Dark Forces. Yep, video game.
Which ended up being non-canonized and now recanonized now.
Yeah, appear in a few places.
But the
Chain code.
That thing on his arm,
Yeah, the chain code.
like like DNA kind of thing,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like no, more like genealogy.
Oh, but here it says it actually got translated.
Someone already translated it.
It
Okay.
mentions Concord Dawn. Who the heck is that? Oh, it's the planet. Alleged
Yeah, Concord Dawn is a planet.
home planet of Jango Fett and Jester Maril, who saved and adopted Jango as a child.
Yeah. There is a story of Django growing up. Like there's a comic of that
Hmm.
where Django sees his parents get killed in front of him.
Jango is rescued, by the peacekeeper 10 Mandalorian.
And Death Watch. Tor Vizsla.
Well, the big takeaway from this chain code is that he and his father are both Mandalorians.
Yeah.
Although Boba Fett was the original Star Wars blueprint for Mandalorian culture, it has long been suspected that he and Jango were merely bounty hunters who stole their Mandalorian armor.
Yeah.
So now we know they are both true Mandalorians.
But Boba Fett maybe not as much because he never
took the vow. Took the code.
Yeah.
And I
and
thought
Django kind of betrayed the code.
I thought that's what really did make you a Mandalorian was, taking the vow on that kind of thing. Like like a monk taking a vow of silence and
taking the Mandalorian vow.
Yeah.
So that's why they say the Mandalorians aren't a race; it's a creed.
Yeah. Final Easter egg from Chain Code is a reference to Civil War. Approximately 40 years prior to A New Hope. So there's a power struggle.
It looked like the Baby Yoda was reaching out for the dark saber.
Oh, at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think would have happened if Baby Yoda had gotten a hold of the dark saber? Would it have been any use to him?
He's too small to play with it, right?
Yep. But then again, the Darksaber is not a bad weapon. It's not a dark side weapon.
Well, it just sounds like it's a bad weapon because it's dark. Yeah.
It's a Mandalorian lightsaber.
As you say, right? Bo-Katan was supposed to. Well, she had it already.
Is the rightful owner of the Darksaber now? Yeah.
But I think Bill has a point because I think yesterday we talked about how there is a possibility of Baby Yoda becoming like bad.
Oh, bad? Yeah, there is a possibility. They have been, yeah.
So you can see this
like
one.
That.
He might become Darth Grogu. So,
Yep. There is a artwork of him being all Jedi Master. So it could go either way. But effectively, seeing Baby Yoda with all of his abilities, I guess you could say that he did do a force choke on the stormtroopers at some point as well.
Yeah, at the end, he was choking 2 stormtroopers.
Hey, Jonathan.
If you consider that being a full dark side power, then that is actually not. That's actually not correct.
You mean force choke is not a dark side thing?
Not fully, because even Luke Skywalker used it.
Wait, who did he use it on?
He used it on those guards in Jabba's palace.
Oh yeah, in Return of the Jedi. Is that right?
Yeah.
Return of Jedi. Yeah.
I'll go for other things.
So so we're actually just 2 episodes away from the end. The Lucasfilm exec teases a roller coaster over the last 3. So we've seen.
So this is not a real roller coaster. He means the arc is a roller coaster.
Yeah, I know. I know. So I mean that's why it feels like it's ramping up, like in intensity
Yeah.
in this episode. So I guess his point is, strap yourselves in because it's gonna be a roller coaster. In next week's episode and
Yeah.
the one after. I think we've said enough.
Yeah,
think
we got through quite a lot and all
yeah.
the Easter eggs as well. I
Yeah.
didn't think we missed any.
No, we're all good.
No, I missed any.
Huh? No, you didn't. What?
Yeah,
And I think we actually did lose James.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's going to sleep.
Probably.
Hey, James, wake up! Wake up, James! James.
Ooh, I hear something. Anyway. I'll,
I think he's awake.